Hello and welcome to my channel once again. If you're new here, my name is Margaret and I'm a doctor living in Nigeria. So in this video, I want to address the trending issue of a popular gospel singer, Sammie Okposo, who we woke up to hear on the 25th of November that he had deleted, I mean he had slumped and he had lost his life. And there's been a lot of back and forth and talk about it because obviously when a celebrity deletes, a lot of us forget the teachable moments and the things that we could learn from this situation. On this channel, I popularly cover content relating to business, healthcare, and lifestyle. The more of my videos are on business, but I have found the need to speak up on this issue because this is a health matter that concerns all of us. It's not because he's a celebrity. He did not delete because he's a rich man. He didn't delete because he's a busy man. He deleted. It could be your turn next. It's not a prayer for you. It's not my wish for you, but you have to start. We have to as a people start to put things in place. We have to start looking at our health issues. Nobody just deletes at the young age of 51. There's always something that leads to something that leads to something. And most of the time, we as Black people, we as Africans, or even Africans living in the diaspora, where there's good health care, we tend to neglect our health until the very last moment. But you see, at the last moment, you may not have the time to seek health care. I'm not saying that's what happened to him, but from all indications, once you hear somebody slumped, there are several reasons. Could be a stroke, could have had a rapid rise in blood pressure, and that led to a stroke. Some people are walking around with bad kidneys. People are walking around with high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high blood fats, what we call cholesterol in medical speak. So many problems. People are obese and we call it, oh, he's healthy, he's rich, he looks like he has seen money. No, these things are poor healthcare choices. People are being stressed, hustling for money in Nigeria. You have to think of so many things. The generator, the road, water, security, so many things you have to think about. All of these things add to the stress. And what does stress do to the body? Stress makes, in the process of the body trying to counter that stress, the body produces some chemicals that we call hormones. And most of these chemicals, when they are produced in large amounts, they are injurious to the body. They also cause problems, either in your blood sugar or in your blood pressure. I want to ask you a question, you that is watching this video. When was the last time you checked your blood pressure? Be honest to yourself because you're not answering me. You're answering yourself. When was the last time you checked your weight? A lot of people don't even know their weight. It is that bad. When was the last time you checked your blood sugar? And for you people that are living in the diaspora that have health insurance, but you believe that you need to work hard so that you can be sending money to the people that are living in Africa, so much so that you forget your health. Let me inform you today. Just today it is Sammie Okposo. Tomorrow it could be you. It could be another person. It could be anybody. What happened to him can happen to anybody. By the time you drop, you see that money you're hustling for. You see that those houses and those cars you're struggling for. You cannot carry them with you. Even the shirts that you're wearing on your body, you won't take it with you. The shirts, everything will be left behind. You will just go as you came into this world with nothing. Do you know the people that are going to be enjoying those things? It is those that didn't even work for those things. Nobody will live forever, but at least while we are here, let's struggle to stay healthy and stay long enough to see the rewards of our investments. Now, that said, I want to suggest some things to you because there's no point making this video and just ranting and talking and calling out people and all that. I want to suggest certain things. Men and women, We have health challenges as we grow older. Those health challenges increase in number. Some people are from homes where there is a genetic predisposition. That means the way you were made, what you inherited makes you more susceptible to certain disease conditions. It's a normal thing for some people. It is not witches, it's not wizards, because that is what we indulge in Africa. We believe that everything is for witches and wizards because we don't want to process our part in these problems that we have. We don't want to accept the fact that this person is getting old, this person has high blood pressure, this person has a weight problem, this person has high blood sugar. I'm not saying these are the things that he has, I'm just generalizing for a lot of us because I'm mentioning what is commonly found among people. We don't want to think about those aspects. It is easier for our lazy brains to believe that it is witches and it is wizards and we move on. Now, when you ascribe everything to witches and wizards, you know what you don't do? You don't take responsibility and you don't correct your own mistakes in your own life. So you do not get to learn from another person's errors. So the problem continues and magnifies in the society. So that is our problem now. If you are somebody who is big on the big side, and that tends to happen to all of us as we age, you notice that some people will say, I used to be slim, but you see, as I got older, I noticed that I started getting bigger. We start to deposit fat around our belly areas, and belly fat is not good fat. It is not good fat, regardless of whatever people tell you. You think that because you have some money, the next thing is to grow a pot belly, the next thing is to get very fat and all that. No, there are certain things you need to watch out for as you get older. Number one is your BMI. I'm not going to say your weight. BMI is body mass index, and it is the ratio of your weight to your height. I'm not going to mention weight because we are of different heights and we are of different weights. And your height, the BMI that is okay for somebody who is 6 feet tall will certainly not be okay for somebody who is 4 foot 5. And the higher your BMI, the more you tend to develop certain disease conditions. Remember that the heart that is pumping blood to every single part of your body, the heart pumps several times every minute. So it's pumping more than once a second. That's your heart that is working hard like that. From the time you are conceived to the time that you die, the heart is the size of your fist. You see, this fist, this is the size of my heart. So when next you see somebody who is very fat, think in your head, look at the person's hand. Imagine that hand folded into a fist. That is the size of the heart that has to pump blood to that entire massive body. That is why sometimes they have to breathe hard because they cannot, they walk a little bit and they are panting and panting. They can't even breathe well. They can't even walk any reasonable distance. And they are still eating all kinds of things, drinking alcohol and all that. So when they do these things, when you keep doing these things, you're putting your health and your life in jeopardy. Because of course, the moment you drop now, everybody will say it is witches, everybody will say it is wizards, and the world moves on, and more people continue to make the same mistakes. Be sure that you keep your BMI within the healthy range. You have to check your diet. Don't overindulge in fatty foods. Don't overindulge in carbohydrates. Everybody looks at fat. Fat is not the only problem. Just because it is fat does not mean that when you eat it, you become fat. A bigger problem is the sugar. A lot of us are drinking Coke and other carbonated drinks as if it is going out of fashion. I myself am guilty of that. So I'm going to start initiating my own health changes. And also, please, if you're watching this video, I would like to see the health changes that you are committing yourself to in the comment section. Please commit yourself in the comment section. At least the next 3 months, try to build a healthy habit. And that becomes, and try to build on that as the months go by. So control your diet. Try to monitor your weight. Try to ensure that at least every year, you go and have a full health checkup with a doctor. Let them check everything. Tell them, if they don't want to do it, tell them, doctor, check me, check your heart, check your lungs, check your kidney functions, check your blood sugar, check everything. We are hustling, you are hustling, everybody is hustling. But you see, you have to set aside some funds to do this, or else you're going to look for even more money than that to treat the problems when they start coming. When the problem starts, you treat it at that point in time. Because if you leave it, it's going to get bigger and you spend more money. That is one thing that Nigerians don't seem to realize. Ah, I don't have money now. How would I be going for health check? And a person with a job, they go check up. No problem. Try to find out. Ask yourself, are you from a family where dying before they get to the age of 50? If you have such a history, try to find out the circumstances around that. Some people may have been diabetic in your family and you don't know. You yourself, you may be diabetic. You may have a blood sugar problem, you don't know. People may have been having bad blood pressure problems in your family and you don't know. Once you're from a family where people keep deleting before they are even up to the age of 50, you have to find out what are the background problems in this family. You have to take your health check very, very seriously. Or some people don't even know that they have blood pressure problems. The first time they know they have blood pressure problems is when they have a stroke and they come to the hospital. They say, people will be saying, we didn't know. Yeah, I never had, I never noticed. Another thing you need to do is check your kidney function. So blood pressure, BMI, check your blood levels. Very important. Because if you do what we call a full blood count, and the doctor looks at the full blood count, there are so many hidden diseases in the body that can manifest on that blood check. And sometimes that is the first time that you know that you actually have a problem. So you should endeavor to do a full blood count at least every year. Kidney functions, do it at least once a year. But if you have problems, you need to do it more often. If you pick up a problem, they may need to repeat it after a while. They will tell you some things to change. You change those things, they check it again to be sure that those changes have reflected properly and they have improved your kidney functions. That will save you a lot of money in the future. Another thing you also need to do is, apart from avoiding fatty foods, please, you see all these things that they carry around and call agbo and other native medication that you cannot certify. Those things they don't use only herbs. They put all kinds of drugs inside those things. They take those drugs at the highest doses, high doses that the human body cannot even process. They grind it and they put it inside there. The immediate effect you get is that, oh, your pain has gone. Oh, your manhood is standing well. Oh, you feel good. But those things damage your kidneys, they damage your liver, and you go around walking up and down, living your life. You'll be surprised at the kinds of people that are taking these things. Even people that are enlightened, people that have money are taking these things. These are bad health practices. If you're a man and you're up to the age of 50, try to do what we call the fecal occult blood test. They will check if there is blood in your stool. When they check that, sometimes they may be able to pick early that you have a cancer growing in your intestines, your large intestines. So endeavor to do it every year. Endeavor to do a fecal occult blood test. If you're a man and you're up to the age of 50, please don't wait any longer. Try to do certain tests. And one of them is what we call the prostate specific antigen to check your prostate. Also check your fecal occult blood test to check if there is any cancer that is growing in your large intestines. For the women, even younger, you have to do every month, check your breasts. You have to do a pap smear. There are so many places where pap smears are done by Medical Women Association of Nigeria. In my state, it is done free of charge. In this Akwa Ibom state, it is done free of charge. So avail yourself of that opportunity. Find out what happens in your own state. Pap smear will check for what we call the cervix, the neck of the womb. So many times cancers can start from there. And the bad thing about some women's cancers is that you never get to know it until it is too late. So the best bet is for you to keep checking and doing this test. And you'll be given the periods by which you need to repeat this test. Try to exercise as well. Exercise will reduce your blood pressure, it will reduce your weight, it will help to regulate the fat in your blood, it will just help you generally feel better and reduce stress. Exercise helps people to live longer, whether we like it or not. So, starting from today, please commit to an exercise regime. Men of God have been dropping. This Sammie Okposo of blessed memory now, may his soul rest in peace. He's also a man of God, a minister, music minister at that. He has blessed so many lives during his existence on earth. But you see, their work comes with a lot of stress. Engagements here, engagements there. Oh, there is a seminar in Kaduna, there is a seminar in Calabar, there is a musical conference in Oyo State. You have to go to the US next week. There are engagements all around the world. So I can only imagine the amount of stress that they go through. That while there are people are bringing their problems to you and you're having your own problems yourself, you're having to book all these conferences and all that. It is very easy to get carried away and forget to check your health. Top executives of companies, even doctors, the market woman, it is easy to get swept away by regular life's troubles that you forget to check your health. But you see that thing that you forget, hmm? It will come back in a big way to bite you. And what you would have spent doing that health check is very small compared to what you will spend treating that sickness when it comes. That is, if you're even alive to treat it. So please, let's make a commitment to ourselves to take our health seriously. Institute some of these changes that I have discussed, and also try as much as possible to do regular health checks so that you can spot any problems that you have. Try to rest as much as possible. Change your diet. Move around more. Do exercise so that you can live a long and healthy life to enjoy the fruits of your labor. May the soul of Sammie Okposo rest in peace. For now, this is the end of this video, and I'll see you in my next video.